we've been pretty transparent about some of the NFL teams and what we think of them this offseason and what we think they can do. And none more so than the Washington football team. I think we have been, and no, I'm not Washington. I didn't say Washington. Washington football team. We in the deep south down here know the Washington football team is a very respectable team. And I think, honestly, they are getting slept on in a lot of ways. And I think it's mainly because of the quarterback position. We've touched on Fitzpatrick out here doing his thing. We've touched on the fact that we still think Taylor Heinicke deserves to start over Ryan Fitzpatrick, even though we got a lot of love for Ryan Fitzpatrick. But at the end of the day, there is a lack of respect for the Washington football team, and no more disrespect has been given to a guy like Logan Thomas, who is a top 10 tight end in the NFL that doesn't get any love. Now, a little bit of a background on Logan Thomas. Did come into the NFL playing quarterback from what I had seen. A former fourth-round draft pick in 2014 by Arizona Cardinals. 6'6", 250, runs a 4.6. Out of Virginia Tech, by the way, former Hokie, excuse me. So, he is 30 years old, but I think it is worth mentioning that, for the first couple of seasons, for his first, 3-4 years, he really hadn't gotten a lot of playing time. So when he got to the Washington football team and was going to be their starting tight end, the year before that in 2019, he had 16 catches for 173 yards and a touchdown. And I remember thinking to myself, this reminded me a lot of the situation of a guy like Visanthe Shanko, the former Vikings tight end, who, and throughout his career, I felt he was a promising tight end, but it did not get the time of day for whatever reason. Who was a former third-round pick, and then when he was with the Giants, and then he went to obviously went to the Vikings and just exploded. We're talking about a guy that had 18 touchdowns in a matter of 2 years with Brett Favre, and also I thought he was a special player, and I thought that really encompassed what Logan Thomas was, a guy that just was special, didn't get the opportunities, with Detroit, but he got that with the Washington football team, and I think he made the most of it. We're talking about a guy that had over 70 catches last year, earned a 64.5 PFF grade, 670 receiving yards and 6 touchdowns last year. Now that's kind of with a quarterback situation, with Alex Smith, with Taylor Heinicke, all those guys in the flux, Dwayne Haskins. Yep, there was a lot going on for Logan Thomas, and it was tough. You talk about it's tough to get your foot in the ground and be able to make an impact. He's doing it on a team with already great receivers. You got guys like Terry McLaurin in there, also Antonio Gibson. I hope he pays off for my fantasy team. But and now they've got De'Ami Brown coming in. So there's a lot of talent on this roster. Also, Curtis Samuel's an underrated wide receiver. Doesn't get any of the love. But Logan Thomas, in my mind, deserves more respect. Now, people take a look at his age, 30 years old. That's true. Yes, he's 30 years old. But let's look at this honestly. For the first couple of seasons here, 3 to 4 seasons, he really didn't have a lot of wear and tear on the body. Like, he was not playing tight end every single snap. And we know that the NFL is a grinding business. It's just how it is. But at 30 years old, I don't actually feel like he's 30. Like, he still looks young. He still looks agile. He still looks like he can make a play. So I can see Logan Thomas being a top 10 tight end in the NFL for a long time now. I know we've got the tight ends that everybody talks about. Obviously, things like Travis Kelce or George Kittle or Darren Waller, those guys. And Kyle Pitts, I think, is going to be really special in this league too. But at the end of the day, there's something to be said about guys that get opportunities and make the most of them. And that's exactly what Logan Thomas did this last season. I think he's going to be a special player. But we think Logan Thomas is going to be at least a top 10 tight end in the NFL next year. And I think he's going to do some very special things. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. Helps people find the show. Greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. We love every single one of you. Make sure also you check our website at thesportsbriefpodcast.com. And also, please make sure to give us a listen and a like on all social media, or give us a like on all social media, listen on iTunes, subscribe there as well. Also, finally, if you have anything you'd like us to cover, make sure you put it in the comment section down below, or send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com. But let us know what you think about Logan Thomas being a top 10 tight end in the NFL.